So imagine you coming through the airport with your green card and you're told that you're no longer a resident. Or going to the DMV and hearing, hey, you cannot renew your driver's license. Or your job telling you that they can no longer employ you. These are the things that's happening to a lot of immigrants in America. And before, you could have your green card expired and no one will really bother you. The truth about it, people don't know, if your green card is expired, that does not make you illegal. You just need to renew it. But now, a lot of Jamaican immigrants are afraid right now. A lot of them are living in fear, wondering if that needs to apply for their green card or their citizenship, and they're not sure if they should or should not. It's really hard. If it's your first time here, guys, welcome. And if you've been here before, welcome back. My name is Julia. I hope all is well with everyone. And I would like to say thanks to everyone that's been showing me love and support for the past couple years I've been on YouTube. Thank you, thank you, thank you. God bless. So when you hear a lot of Jamaicans say about come on, I'm not coming back to America, it's reasons, and it's not just little reasons, it's big reasons, because everyone know right now, if you don't have a job in America, or you're not able to get a work, or they cancel your work permit. Because some people have been living here for years without even a green card. Some people have been living here with expired green card for years and been getting away with it. But with this administration, they're tending to tighten up a little bit more because they're trying to get as much people out of here as possible. They're going as far as to revoking people's citizenship, which is a long stretch, but it can happen, and it has happened to a lot of people. So nothing is impossible. But when you do hear the few Jamaicans saying, may I go home and me now look back and me now come back, and I don't blame people. If you can stay here and work as long as you can and save a little money and then go back home, I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. You understand me? But it's just the fact that if them catch up on you before, then you might have to face Alcatraz and then there's alligator Alcatraz, and there's some areas that this is not an easy place. A lot of people sick in them. I not even know if them can find some of the people that are going to that place there, to be honest with you. But anyways, what I'm trying to say is this. The grass is not always greener on the other side. And if you get the opportunity to reach America on the right foot, meaning come here the right way, and you want to, go ahead and do it. The thing is that, everybody experience will always be different. Always. No matter, even if both of y'all go in and get the interview together and get the green card at the same time, everyone will have a different experience in this place, let me tell you. And it's not everyone is going to outlast either. Some people is going to fall short and get deported home or wind up leaving on their own because they just can't stand it or they can't handle it. So as an immigrant living here for over 5 years and you decide you're going to start a little business and you're going for a small business loan, just have a person that has a green card I'm talking about. No, they made it so hard for you that you probably can't even get the loan. They're saying they're going to make it impossible for you to get the loan pretty much as an immigrant with a green card. Now, not that alone. Now, for the Haitians that have been living here in the United States for years, have their business place, and I mean, a lot of them have businesses. They're living in limbo. A lot of them have shut their business place down because they can't even maintain. They're not sure what's going on with them. I know it's a temporary protective status thing, TPS or whatever, but it's hard for people to survive here now because people are scared, and being scared is not the best thing for anyone. As far as stress is concerned, and wondering what's next for them, because some of them cannot renew their driver's license. A lot of them cannot conduct business as usual because of the fact that even though the courts have stopped, the TPS from going through at this minute, it's still considered expired. So a lot of the system have them in there as expired. So I'm not even sure. A lot of them lost their jobs way back last year, and some of them are losing their jobs now. So, it's not just Jamaicans. It's a lot of other countries, because I've seen people from all different countries talking about this, that they're having a difficult time doing business, and especially in the state of Florida. I've seen where Jamaican families have just got so exhausted that they decided that they're going home. People might not know that they was on the deportation, list, but they decided that they was going to take the voluntary route. And that's, to me, sometimes that's the strongest thing, because to make up your mind that you're going home and that is it for you with America, especially when you have things here, because these are people that have things in America. not just a one house or two house, but at the same time, they don't have no other choice. But I think that's the best way to go, because at least you could get rid of some of your stuff, and if you have a few family members here to do whatever with the rest of your stuff, so you could make sure get your money, but it's a lot, because remember that after you go to the lawyer them a couple times and you ask them here this and that, the lawyers could do but so much. They're not miracle workers. There are certain rules and laws that they've done put into play, where if once you break it, there's no way of you getting a green card, even if you get married to an American citizen. A lot of people don't understand that entering the United States a particular way will bar you from ever become an American resident or citizen. So a lot of people don't understand this. They assume that, oh no, the only way to really know is when you go in front of that immigration officer what you're going to get, because a lawyer could tell you everything in the book, and all they're going to do is make you exhaust all your funds into your pocket, and then you will find out the hard way that, hey, you can't get any help. So I do think it's best if you deport yourself, because at least you're in control. No one could tell you what to do, from that point forward. If you get your 6 months to leave, you do your thing and take your time and get yourself together and your family if you have to, and go. It's easier said than done, to be honest, for a lot of people. But some people, it's very easy to make, because imagine you're going through the whole entire system and you're waiting and waiting for an answer. And when you get the answer, it's still another iffy, like, maybe or not. And you're sitting there waiting. And that to me is a lot, because some people go there and eventually they get a final decision. No, you're denied. What's the use? So you're coming through the airport and you hear that, hey, you know your green card is no longer valid? And you're saying to them, yes, it is, whatever. And you only have a couple months left on it. And they're telling you it's no longer valid. And the reason you're trying to figure out why it's not valid, just to find out, hey, you had a charge against you. And they decide they're going to take it away. Now, the truth about it, they're not supposed to. But so many people that don't know the law, don't have a lawyer on hand, don't know what to do, and go ahead and sign the papers, and you're getting sent back home to Jamaica or wherever they're coming from, because it's not just Jamaica it's happening to. It's a lot of people. They trick them, and enough of the time, we as Jamaican, we think we know everything and we start load up ourselves. And most of the time, if you talk calmer and try, if you get into things, then we really and truly, have to let it through, because you're still a resident. But the thing is, a lot of people have gotten into trouble over the years and felt like they don't know. And some of the rules was like, you can't get into trouble within the first couple of years of your green card. And a lot of people have, and they've been traveling with it and getting away with it. But now it's a whole different ball game. They're playing any card they can. And people don't understand that immigration, I play any hand them want to play. And them are going to get to with it, because there's nobody really looking over them and saying, hey, this is wrong. You can't do this, and that's why so many things been happening. And this is why I will always encourage people to try to have something where they come from, because it's not just Jamaica. Any island, any country you're from, and you feel like you came here and you're vulnerable and you might not get a green card, or you might not ever become a citizen, it's best to have something where you're from, because at least, if you turn back, you don't have to be rushing and trying, because the next 5 to 10 years from now, a lot of people that goes back to their country won't be able to afford anything, not even a shed where they're coming from, including Jamaica. And a lot of people get upset with me. Oh, what's so great about Jamaica? Let me tell you something. It's not about the greatness. It's about the feeling of freedom. And freedom is something that a lot of people do not cherish. They rather go through a lot of shit than to really look into themselves and realize that, hey, I'm putting myself through a lot of pain just to stay into a country that don't want you there. And if they don't want you there, it doesn't make sense you fight, because you will never be accepted to begin with, even if they give you the green card or citizenship and you're an immigrant to begin with, because you see it. But the fact is that when they're telling you they want you out and you're still pushing and pushing and pushing, what you think the outcome is going to be? You know what I mean? So a lot of people get upset, but I will always tell people, yo, if you come from somewhere else, have something at your yard where you come from, because they're being petty. When you look at it, okay, they can't go ahead and deport the Haitians, so they start cutting them off as far as cannot work, cannot get a driver's license renewed. A lot of them registration cannot be renewed if you can't renew your driver's license. When the time comes for a lot of businesses that if you did have something to go, and attend to, you can't, because you won't have any documents. Traveling is going to become like pretty much impossible for a lot of people. And The reason for that is in Florida, which people know said, like, when you can see where I drive North Country here, I'm drive the back road for the real estate. There's a lot of places that's still very secluded and there's no public transportation. So a lot of people cannot afford to lose their driver's license. If you lose your driver's license in Florida, it's almost like a death sentence because you cannot go to work, you can't do anything, then you can't pay your bills. And we all know if you don't pay bills, you don't live nowhere in America, because once you don't pay your bills, everything shut off, everybody put you out. It doesn't matter if the bank own it or a rent, they will all put you out because you can't pay your bills. Nobody have no mercy on you. So a lot of those things are the reason why they're doing it, is to get people to voluntarily leave, because if you cannot work, if you cannot maintain your livelihood, your family, and you can't register your car or renew your registration on your car, whatever the case might be, and get your license. Those are some little things that people don't understand, that they're pretty much being petty and they're going as far as pretty much stopping you from living. So for you to stay in this country and keep on going, to me, that's punishment to yourself. You know, those little things people might laugh and say, oh, Lord, I can't get that right from here and there. But how many times people are going to take you somewhere? How many times someone is going to actually pick you up? If